Hello, BookTube. This is Alan. Welcome to my channel. Well, it's a beautiful, bright, sunny day, and yesterday it snowed here in Dallas for about 30 minutes. And I wish it would snow longer, but it didn't. It didn't melt. It was cold, sleeting. But today it's very nice outside, warm, around 60-ish. Tonight it's going to get down to 31. So yesterday I was watching Steve Donahue's channel, and he did a tag, the New Year's book tag 2020. And so he tagged a lot of people, but he didn't tag me. And so, I said, great, I don't have to do this tag. So he replied, he said, if I tagged you, you still wouldn't do it. Well, I decided to go ahead and do it anyway. So the first question here is, how many books are you planning to read in 2020? Last year I set a Goodreads goal of 20 books, and I read 49. This year I set a goal of 20 books, and I don't know how many books I'll read, probably about 50. I'm going to try for 50 or 65. That's about average. It's about what I do each year. Question number 2. Name 5 books you didn't read in 2019 that you plan to read in 2020. Well, I have several here. Black Radical, The Life and the Times of William Monroe Trotter. This came out, by W.W. Norton, and it's copyrighted this year, even though I got it last year. The second one is The Good Spy, The Life and Time of Robert Ainge by Kai Bird. This is by Crown Publishing, and this one came out in 2014. I bought it at a thrift store. As you can tell, the price is still on there. It's like about $2.47. The next one is this big one is Stalingrad. This came out last year by New York Review of Books and by Vasilij Grossman. I haven't gotten into this yet. It's chunkster, so it's about almost 1,000 pages for this one. The next one is another New York Review of Books. After you probably saw my video of New York Review of Books, it was 2-parters. I had 20 books, New York Review of Books. So this one is called Memoirs from Beyond the Grave, 1768 to 1800 by Francois René de Chateaubriand. And the introduction is by Anka Molstein. This was and it's translated from the French by Alex Andrisse. So this one originally copyrighted in 2018 by the New York Review of Books. The next one is the one I saw on Steve Donahue mentioned this author and said this is a very good author, and I have never read any of her books. She's coming out with a book this year that was on Steve Donahue's channel about writing, how the process she goes through of writing, storytelling. And that's Elizabeth George, This Body of Death. And this is another big one. This is 950 pages. So, yeah, looking forward to this one. So, the next question. A book you've had, 3, what genre you want to read more of in 2020? Well, that Elizabeth George one is an example of what I want to read more is detective and mystery type novels, and I have really never kind of steered away from them because, as I said in my first video, they're kind of, well, wasn't good at math, and it requires logic involved. But I like to get over that as go ahead and tackle the mystery and detective type story. So I'm going to read more detective type novels here. Maybe a couple of Sherlock Holmes. I'm not sure. Next question. 3 non-book related goals in 2020. Well, one, six-pack abs, huge chest, big biceps. I work out, so that won't take long. Second one would be get a passport and a visa. And the third is move to Russia. Next question. A book you've had on forever on your shelf that you still need to read. Well, that would be this one. Polybius, The Rise of the Roman Empire. And this is a Penguin vintage classic book. Last one is one word depicting what 2020 will be. One word. I haven't given this much thought. Acceptance would be the word. Acceptance. Well, and I was supposed to tag people, but since I wasn't tagged, Steve Donahue said he wouldn't tag me, so I just probably wouldn't do this video. So thank you very much, and bye-bye.